Fallout 76's next season, Appalachian Modern Living, is coming out on September 2nd, and Bethesda has released the scoreboard order. Let's take a look. Our first page starts with the Nuka-Cola jukebox. Right beside it, a Nuka-Cola bowling ball and the Nuka-Cola bowling ball rack. There are going to be a lot of bowling balls in this season, so the rack might be a good thing to pick up. Our next page continues that Nuka-Cola theme. Here you'll find a Mr. Cran plushie, along with a profile picture of it, and a poster dedicated to him and to Nuka Girl. A little to the right, you'll see a Nuka-Cola foosball table. This camp item is interactable by two people at the same time. They'll just play a game. Observant readers will notice the Reader player title. Our next page goes industrial. Here you'll find the Circle G ammo stash box, along with the Circle G bowling ball. Of course, when you're making ammunition, you need to have a place to store your tools. That's where we find the H&H Tools stash box. Of course, the H&H branded bowling ball is here as well. In other words, this page is specifically for you. Love you, buddy. Here we find the Cosmic Knife, a melee weapon brought over from Dead Money in Fallout New Vegas. It comes alongside the Saturnite bowling ball and the Saturnite player title. Of course, we have some Cosmic Knife advertisements, but one of the best things in this season is the cut-off chicken head little profile picture. That thing's fun. Page 5 is dedicated to the Wise Mothman. Here we've encased him in a little bowling ball. I say we like I've helped make this thing, but there's also a Mothman shirt and the well-read player title. But if you're looking for camp items, we have the Mothman Museum rug and the miniature Mothman statue, inspired by the statue outside of the museum. You can place both beneath the Mothman Museum sign. And for once, there's a backpack flare worth mentioning. Don't at me, flare fans. We have the Mothman Museum backpack flare. Page 6 is dedicated to our furry friends. Here you'll find the Ragdoll Cat and the Sable Shepherd. Interesting thing to note is their images are actually of the cat bed and of the dog house, so I wonder if we're getting both in one, or if it's an error. Or am I making things up? Probably that. Page 7 gets a little confusing. Here we find the Doctor's Bag aid box. The next season was supposed to come with a aid box that stored medical items. Is it part of the season pass? Do you not need Fallout First to use it? Guess we'll find out. We also have some camp items in the Vault-Tec firework launcher and the Soul Soup server, which generates soup. And I almost forgot to mention the home-cooked player title. Page 8 brings us the Cherry Bomb Tinkerer's Workbench, which is actually really fun because as your character uses it, the cherry bomb rises and falls. Right beside that is the Chrysalis Motors Derby game. I believe this increases your intelligence for 30 minutes. People with a garage theme might want to keep an eye out for that Chrysalis Motors neon sign. Let's clean things up with page 9, which is dedicated to Abraxo Cleaner. We find some interesting Abraxo-themed items and a jumpsuit, but perhaps the best thing on this page is the Squeaky Clean player title. Page 10 hints at New Vegas once more. Here we find 3 Sunset Sarsaparilla items, 2 player titles, and a bowling ball, along with the Deputy player title. Page 11 follows that up by going back to the Industrial Age. Here we find several Garahand Mining Company themed items. The Lunch Pail Loot Bag is a fun one, along with the Garahand Extractor. Of course, there's always power armor paint if that's your thing. I really like the industrial look of it, but the color scheme is way too muted for my tastes. Page 12 is the Legally Distinct Barbie set. Here, everything is pink, plastic, and probably fun. I wouldn't know. I didn't get to play with Barbies when I was younger. I'm not bitter. But considering that I once paid $10 for these exact items, just in blue, this page alone is worth the price of the pass. Page 13 brings us the Nuka-Cola jetpack. I wonder if this thing's standalone. Can I just slap it on any chest piece that has a jetpack slot? Because that'd be super cool and save people a lot of bullion. We also have the Nuka-Cola tile set, which I once thought was a wallpaper, along with the Nuka-Cola Quantum Pip-Boy paint. I think I hit those P's pretty hard. We end this page with that Nuka-Cola profile picture that I swear was already in-game. And right back to New Vegas with page 14. Here we have the Sunset Sarsaparilla vending machine. This thing may be a resource generator generating Sunset Sarsaparilla. And while that's cool, I really liked the stab weaponry pickaxe. That thing can go all over my camp. I dig the hell out of it. Of course, the Sunset Sarsaparilla poster is cool, but I know a lot of people are gonna run that profile picture. Page 15 caps us off with some really nice items. First, we have the White Spring Robo Butler Collectron. You can check out a video pinned on my profile explaining what he gives you, along with several other generators found in this season. Right beside that is the Spice Rack, which generates salt, really useful for grilled fish and for fishing in general. I like the Renovator player tag, and that patio fireplace is gonna fit in nicely with my second camp. Our first bonus page is where things get a little funky. Here we find that gnarly VR headset looking thing and the Saturnite fist paint, which I'm surprised didn't come earlier in the pass. That Mistress of Mysteries painting is also really sick, and I'm surprised we haven't gotten the Destroyed Camp of Tomorrow kit yet. That feels like something that should have been like day one. And if you couldn't tell by the name, the mushroom scratching post is for your cat. Another surprising late-tier item is the Housewife/Househusband player title. I thought that would have come earlier. And our final bonus page is pretty standard. And that's everything. So much is changing on September 2nd. I can't wait. Like and follow for more Fallout 76 news.